Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to graph a piecewise function. We're also going to determine any intercepts it has, and then we're going to find the domain and range. So first of all, let's take a good look right around here and let's find out where we kind of need to divide up the graph. And so we're going to need to draw two lines, one at -3 and one at 0. Now I'm going to bust out my ruler and I'm going to go to -3 on the x-axis. And I'm going to do this in black, but I'm going to just kind of dash the line because it's not technically part of the graph. It just kind of helps us construct the graph. And then the y-axis is our other one. Now, what we have here are three different barriers, if you will, where we're going to be drawing three different graphs. So on the far left, we actually don't have any graph at all because we have no instructions about what to do if we have values that are less than -3. In the middle, we're going to be doing 2x plus 5. On the y-axis, we're going to be doing -3. And then on the far right, we're going to be going with -5x. And so what we're going to do is draw these graphs based on, or we're going to draw the graphs in those regions. And normally, I would say just draw them all. Normally, and then erase the parts you don't need. But this one will actually be fairly straightforward for us because of just the way this one's going to divide out. And hopefully you'll see what I mean when we get there. So let's take a look at this middle, so this little band right here where we're going to do 2x plus 5. So I'm going to start at 5. Let me draw my point first for the y-intercept. And then I'm going to go down 2 over 1, so a point right there. Now I'm going to connect these points like that. Just like that. Perfect. Cool. Now the thing is, I should probably put an open circle here because when we get to 0, it's not going to equal 5. It's going to equal -3. So I'm going to go to -3, and then I'm going to draw a nice closed circle saying, hey, that's the value I have at when x equals 0. It's going to be -3. Then I'm going to plot y equals, or f of x equals -5x. So the graph for that starts at the origin, so open circle here. And then we go down 5 over 1, not 1, so down 5 over 1, like that. Now I'm going to line up my ruler. Let's see, just like that, give or take. All right, and there we go. Again, open circle right here, arrows here, but no arrow there. Like this is the end point. It doesn't go past that. So there's a closed circle at this instead of being an open circle. So let's close that up there. Now, we have all that written down. Let's talk about what we have here. When it comes to the domain, it's bounded. It's not completely free. So it goes from, as we're talking about our x variable, and it's going to be x greater than or equal to -3. No other restrictions. This graph keeps on going infinitely, so that's why it's just greater than or equal to -3. The range, let's take a look at what's going on here. So the range is going to be equal to our y values. So we'll use y. And then our range goes up to 5. So again, this graph is going to continue to go down forever to -infinity, but it's topped out right there. So we're going to say y is less than 5. We're not going to say less than or equal to 5 because it doesn't actually get to 5. It gets close to 5. Because the intercept, when it gets to 0, is actually right here. So we have one intercept that's going to be at 0, -3. And then we have an x-intercept that is right there, which is going to be -2.5, 0. And there we go. There's the graph of our piecewise function, the domain and range, and the intercepts.